guys, welcome back. Today I've got our new hot tent stove. This is a stove by Seek Outside. This is the SXL titanium stove from Seek Outside. Since they are here in Colorado, I figured this would be a perfect tent to buy since it has a lifetime warranty and it's made here, right here in Colorado. So I haven't even opened this yet. Tape's still on the box. I just wanted to show you what your experience would be if you bought this tent stove. So let's go ahead and get right into it. All right, so this is what you'll get when you get from Seek Outside. They got their own packing tape, which is kind of neat. So let's just open it right up. They tape it up really well. So right inside the box you get a nice little pamphlet with your instructions. So it's got a little instruction book as well as a Seek Outside sticker, which is super cool. They have all their Instagram and Facebook and their email and their phone number and everything in here, as well as your order information. And then they have another sticker, as you can see there. All right, and then this is packed really well. So we've got some nice bubble wrap, and then the stove. The bag is super nice, and I do have to confess, this is the second stove I got. I did get an expensive stove off of Amazon, and they did let me return it. It was, I don't know, I just thought it was a little small for what I want to do, but anyway, it was made pretty cheap, and the bag wasn't super nice. But this is Seek Outside. They have lifetime warranty on all their stuff and make it all here in Colorado. This bag is really nice. You can see right there, there's a little red dot there that says I've got the SXL. So let's go ahead and open it. I mean, even the bag has super nice zippers. So the first thing we got in here is our spark arrestor. And it's a little bent, but that's okay. So it's our spark arrestor, and then it also has what do you call this thing? It also has a damper built into it. Ooh, we got an owl. He is big, great horned owl. Probably can't see him. He is right. He's right there. He's checking me out. Woo! Woo! Oh, okay. Yeah, there's two. Sorry about that. Just a little distracted by the owls. One still up here in this tree, and one flew across. The dog doesn't like it. Anyway, let me get back to this video. So we've got a spark arrestor with a damper. The damper is a little, I don't know, it's like really tight, but I don't know, guess we'll figure it out. Maybe they did that on purpose so it'll stay. So it's a nice 3.5 inch size pipe. So next thing is the stove pipe. So, and this actually is pretty nice thick titanium, and then there's some rings to hold it all together. There's a little baggie of hardware here. It's actually kind of hard to tell, but there's a couple little Velcro straps inside of here. This is holding the legs, and that's also what holds this together. And then again, a very nice bag, and there's a divider there so you can put your pipe there and then separate it from the stove. All right, so we'll take out the legs. So these are the legs for the stove, and this is also what holds it together. Then we have the stove itself. don't think there's anything else in there. So this is the SXL, so that means it's like their XL stove, but it's short. So it's not a super tall stove, but you still get the width and the depth. So you can fit some bigger pieces of wood in there. So titanium, again, this is very nice grade titanium, as far as I can tell. I don't know much about titanium. This is the door that they come with, and it's got a little slider here so we can slide it open and closed. One thing that's kind of nice about this is you can open the door completely and it doesn't get in the way of loading the stove. And again, very wide door. And then on the bottom, there's a little pull tab to open and close the front air intake. So very simple design. And we got our sides. So the sides actually have a nice, the owls are going again. The sides have nice rigid spines here, just so it doesn't, actually this is the bottom. Maybe I'm looking at this wrong. Never mind. Say that again. Okay, here's the sides. So here, again, very nice titanium. It's actually not getting my fingerprints all over it, which is kind of nice. And then the bottom. So I'm going to go ahead and put this together. So this is a little bit different than the original stove I had. So this, you don't put the sides inside the bottom first. You actually put the sides and the front together, and the sides and the front and the back together first. So they just slide in. You can see there's a sleeve here that the sides slide into. Those owls are just going crazy. So they just slide in just like so. And I'll get the front. Also slide that guy in. And then the other side. Just like this. Slides together fairly easily. And then we just set the stove into the bottom. That kind of squares it up. And then we set the top on. So there gives you an idea of the size of the box. Here's my arm. I don't know if that helps any. And then we can slide the front on. Man, everything just slides together so well. So one thing I did see, there's another YouTuber that he changed the front to a glass piece, which I will probably do because I want to be able to watch the fire without opening and closing it. And he ordered that online, so I'll probably do that later. But let's go ahead and get our little hardware pieces out. So these little flat deals go on top because that'll allow your top to stay flat so you can cook on it. And then we just use our wing nuts to screw on. I'm not a big fan of all these little parts and pieces, but Seek Outside has the best warranty out of any of these stoves. As far as I can tell, it's the only one with a warranty, or at least a good warranty. These are lifetime. You do have to take some time to screw this all together, but that's okay. Okay, well, I already dropped a wing nut. That's kind of a pain. Okay, finally got this together. And you do kind of have to adjust these so it's level. Put our spark arrestor / damper in here. And then you put your stove pipe obviously on top. This has to be rolled up. I heard it's easier to roll these up with a piece of PVC or a pool noodle, so you can roll it up the first time without getting a bunch of kinks and stuff in this. So I'm going to go inside and see if I have anything to help me roll this up, and then we're gonna get this thing going. Okay guys, so I just got this set up on my patio. This stovepipe was super easy to roll up actually, because it's a little bit thicker of a titanium material than the last stove I had, which I don't have a video of, but anyway, this is much better. So I'm gonna go ahead, and I've got some small pieces of wood to get this guy started, and we're gonna burn it in. So what we're gonna do is get it really hot at first, and then once that gets some coals going, we'll load a couple of bigger pieces in there, and then we will close it off and let it smolder for a little while. I've got some kindling that we got from our local firewood place, and I just got this little fire starter. I really love that I can remove this door. So, make sure that guy's open all the way. Get this little fire starter going. I love those little bricks. I got them at Home Depot, I think, and they tend to work really well. So we're gonna get this sucker going, and it does give you instructions on the, with the stove, and it says that you want to just kind of keep all the bolts loose for the first burn, because that will make sure that it does not warp. So starting out, I've got the front open all the way, as well as the damper. I really love the size of the opening. Much easier to get in. Woo, that's already hot. Much easier to get into. The door is a little stiff, so I might have to adjust these a little bit to be able to get that open and closed. We need to get this puppy roaring. Get a bunch of coals in there. Close it up. So we already got this thing like red hot. You can see it right on the top. So it heats up so fast. This is already a better result than the last stove I had. I had like one hot spot here and a hot spot there. This sucker is already, I mean, I could feel the heat way back here. All right guys, so I think we got our first burn done. So what I did was I stuck a bunch of kindling in there, got it super hot. let it kind of patina in, get it super red hot, and then stick a couple of big logs in there, close the front vents, close the damper, and really just let it smolder for quite a while. And it really kind of gave it a nice patina, burns it in really well. And what I've noticed already is that this stove burns for quite a while without even having to touch it. So super awesome. So tomorrow night we're going to set up the hot tent from Luxe Hiking Gear, so the Luxe Megahorn that you've seen in the previous video. We're going to set that up here in the backyard and test this sucker out. Alright guys, we've got our Seek Outside stove. We're cooking some steak on top. We've got some, wow, there we go, some mashed sweet potatoes going on. And got my nice old pile of wood. Just keep in mind that we're just in the backyard. I do have this little UCO candle lantern, which is kind of fun. I'm just using my headlamp here. But yeah, we're just out here in the backyard cooking up some steak right on the stove. And I'm gonna have to say that this stove is so warm. I'm almost hot in here. I guess I have to have it pretty hot to cook this, but the dog has got his little bed set up. Let me turn this up a little bit. There we go. So the dog, he's comfy. Max, are you comfy? Nice and warm in here, huh? We got our little camping chairs. I just have a tarp set up for now. I do have a footprint coming soon. Got our little coffee containers, so we're just enjoying ourselves. And I did use a bicycle mount for the center pole. I can watch videos on my phone, so that's kind of neat. But yeah, we're gonna finish making some dinner and enjoy our night. Tonight's just going to be a test for me, so I'm actually in the backyard. It's not going to be that cold tonight, like 34 degrees Fahrenheit, something like that, so not quite freezing, but already nice and toasty in here. But so out here I'm going to be testing out a sleeping pad. So I've got the big Agnes Insulated Air Core Ultra, and I've got myself a Thermarest ultralight cot, mainly because I'm a side sleeper and I still haven't found a pad that works too well for me. So I just wanted to finish up the video here. Sorry if I look like I've been sleeping, but I have. So I'd say this was largely a success this time. The Seek Outside stove did amazing. I only had to add wood in it once or twice, although it wasn't that cold last night. It got down to 30 Fahrenheit, so you know, it wasn't that cold. The big Agnes Insulated Air Core Ultra seems like it's warm enough, but definitely not big enough, so I'll probably have to get a bigger sleeping pad there. But just wanted to finish this up and say that I'm still really impressed by this Luxe Megahorn, as well as the new stove. The stove is pretty amazing. So anyway, if you guys have any questions for me, just leave them in the comments below. Otherwise, hit that like button, hit subscribe. We'll see you on the next video.